Now, this is truly incredible. As you take a look at sort of the tail of the tape, Mahomes with a 424-yard day. Herbert again struggled. Numbers kind of look like what they did Monday against the Cowboys. Now, take a look at this. Their dominance in the division is a sight to behold. Most consecutive wins in the division since the split between the AFL and the NFL more than a half century ago. The Chiefs are right up there as one of the most dominant teams inside their division we have seen in modern football. Truly amazing. After the game, our Lindsay Theory caught up with one of the guys that was on the receiving end of one of those Mahomes touchdown passes, Rashee Rice.
Rashee, 20.
Great stuff. So again, as soon as Mahomes hits the mic, you'll hear it here live on SportsCenter. I want to pick up one quick thing that Lindsay said there. Look, since that season opening loss to the Lions, a bit of a head scratcher. We saw what the Lions have become. Chiefs haven't lost since then. That's important. All right, so let's dig into one of the things that Rashee and Lindsay talked about, and that is the amazing combination of Mahomes and Kelce hooking up today for their 50th touchdown together, one of the most prolific QB tight end combos in the NFL and moving towards NFL history. What did you see specifically today?
Well, I think there's a couple things. And, I think part of that combination, you have to include Andy Reid, and partly because the freedom he allows for both players. So I think that, you have plays like that. Then you have the touchdown, the 50th career touchdown between the two of them, that shows up, which is a design scheme thing from the coaching staff. And so, Zubin, I think it's the combination of all of those things. Talented quarterback, talented tight end, really talented play designer and caller. And then on top of it, this amazing feel that Travis Kelce has.
Speaking of amazing, that's a word you've used. I think, Patrick Mahomes has essentially said what's really been amazing for our team this year has been the effort of our defense, which is scary. Wait till the offense gets in stride. He has been showering them with praise all season long. What did you see from the Chiefs D, who Mahomes says is the team's MVP?
Yeah, listen, and I would agree, because it's not like their offense has been clicking every single week. It's been the defense playing with great effort. I think they just have a great awareness in terms of, am I going to get home to the quarterback? If I'm not, now I'm reading the quarterback, and when his left hand separates from the football, I'm going to try to get my hands up in the throwing lane. And if you think about how close this game was, those tip passes are basically the difference in the football game, especially with one of those turnovers coming in the red zone off of a tip ball.
No question. I don't want to be too beholden to recency bias here, but 2 games, 6 days, wasn't a great fourth quarter for Justin Herbert against the Cowboys. Wasn't particularly great again here today. QB to QB, a guy that played for 4 NFL teams. What are you seeing here lately out of Herbert?
Yeah, look, I think sometimes, and I think you're right, you don't want to be prisoner of the moment to it. At the same time, listen, I'm talking about the great job of getting hands in the throwing lane that the Chiefs did. Well, listen, it's a quarterback's job to find the throwing lane. And I think it is clear. And then people say, well, how much does, a broken hand, finger or dislocated finger on your left hand, how much could that be bothering you? Look, I think it affects you some. I think that's real. And then I think the other side of it is, look, he's missed a few throws. You go back a week ago, I think there are throws that he would want back. And then I think when you look at the situation today, look, because the Chargers couldn't stop Kansas City and you had to go punch for punch, look, the margin for error in terms of, having a ball get batted in the red zone is just so small. So I don't think there's any reason to panic. I think they've been good offensively, but there is a difference between these two football teams now.
No question. We'll see the Chargers next Sunday night. They'll take on the Chicago Bears.